When I was early in my grief journey, there were days that I did not feel like I was going to make it through. I felt like all I could do was just survive to the end of the day. And through that journey, I found a few things that helped me kind of get through those really hard days. And as I was looking back and thinking back about all the things that helped me, there were three things that stuck out to me that might be a little bit different, um, but that really helped me be able to get over those humps in my grief journey, those hard days, those days where everything just felt heavy. So I wanted to bring that to you today. Three surprising things that I used in my own grief journey to help me get through hard days. Number one is leave the house. At the time that I lost my son, I was homeschooling two of my other boys. They were 6 and 8 at the time. And so there were moments where I felt like the walls were caving in on me and I could not stay in my house any longer. And so what I did is I would pack up all of our school stuff and we would leave. We would go to a restaurant and sit down to eat, like a fast food place. We would go to Sam's grave and put a blanket out. Just going somewhere else, taking our school somewhere else besides being in the house was really helpful. Just that change of scenery was really helpful in helping me get through those hard moments. If you are in a place where you can't actually get in your car and leave, like maybe you're at your job and you can't actually leave, just get up from your desk, walk around, maybe step outside if you can, take a few deep breaths, go to the bathroom, shut the stall, just move away from whatever current um, place you're in. And that can be enough to just kind of distract your mind enough to help you get over that hard moment. Distractions in our grief are not cheating, it's not taking an easy way out. It's simply surviving. It's doing what we have to do to survive that moment and the next moment and that day and the next day. Because in your grief, it can feel like you're not going to be able to make it. Like it feels like you're not going to be able to make it through. So leaving, actually physically leaving wherever you're at when that wave of grief hits can be helpful in helping you make it through. Okay, number 2 is I played games on my iPad, and I know, that's not a typical advice. This was back in 2017. I had an iPad, and one day, I don't even know how I found it or found this game, but I found this game on my iPad, and it was just like a matching game. There was nothing complicated about it because obviously my brain could not do complicated, but it was enough of a distraction that it would help me just get through hard moments because it I had to focus on that game that I was playing and not on my grief. So it just kind of again gave me something else to think about, distracted my mind. And again, distractions usually are not a good thing. You do not hear advice saying play a game on your iPad or do something on your phone. Usually we say the opposite of that, which is usually true. But when you lose your child, that is not something that is normal. That's not something that's supposed to happen. And so we can't really listen to the normal advice. It just doesn't work in our situation. So I really did find that helpful in helping me get through those hard moments early in my grief journey. As I kept walking with Jesus and he kept healing my heart, I didn't have to do that as often. Actually, I don't do it at all now. So this is something that did help me though early in my grief journey. So if you're looking for something that could be helpful in helping you through, then maybe pick up your iPad, pick up your phone, find a game or something. It doesn't have to be a game, just something that can help you distract your mind. Now, I do want to have a little disclaimer here. I really don't suggest using social media as a way to distract your mind because I feel like that can create a whole new problem. So, like if you do something on your phone or your iPad, find something that's not social media to help distract your mind because social media is not good for any of us. especially in our grief journey. We're already struggling with so many different emotions that I feel like social media would just add stuff to us that we don't need. So I do want to put that disclaimer in there. But if you have like a game or something like that, or like they have the coloring where you can like color like each square has a number and you like color. So it's like digital coloring. Um, just different things like that that could help kind of distract your mind to help you get through a wave of grief when it hits. And the last thing is I played worship music. I played and filled my house with worship music. And actually, I kind of paired the last point and this one together. So as I was playing these games, I had worship music playing in the background. And so, like, I wasn't like worshiping with it, I just kind of had it playing in the background. So as I was distracting my mind with the game, I was filling my spirit with worship music, with songs that brought the presence of God into my room. And I really believe that played a key part in my healing journey, especially in the beginning parts of my grief journey, that worship music, without me even realizing it, helped me to put my focus on the one that can help me through those hard moments, that healed my heart, the only one that we can count on to never leave us, to never forsake us. And so, even if like it's just quietly playing in the background, put on some worship music, whatever your favorite style of music is, just something that lifts him up, that fills your home with his presence, because in his presence is where we find fullness of joy, right? That's what the Bible tells us. And so, I really found that worship music just kind of filled my home with his presence, with his peace. And so, if you're looking for a way to put more peace back into your life, into your home, I highly suggest putting on some worship music and just letting it kind of play in the background. It doesn't even have to be loud, just having that music in there. Not only does it fill your home with his peace and his presence, but it's just another thing that if we take a break from whatever we're doing, we're not met with silence, because silence is not good after you've lost your child for your brain, because if you're sitting in silence, then your brain can just go all sorts of places and it's not helpful. So, it kind of fills that silence and helps put your perspective back on him. So, those were just some small, kind of surprising, unexpected things that helped me personally in my grief journey. I hope that one of those can be helpful for you as you keep taking these steps in your healing, in your grief journey. These are tools that we can use to kind of help us get through moment by moment. But the one source of our healing and our strength and our peace is Jesus. We have all these little tools that we can use to kind of help us. I consider it more like a band aid to get through these days, but the only one who can fully heal our heart in the root of it all is Jesus. And so I encourage you to use these tools, yes, as little band-aids to get through these moments, but look to him for your complete healing. He's the one that holds it all, holds your healing. He can heal every piece of your heart. And I can say that with confidence because he did it with me. When I lost Sam, my heart shattered in a million pieces. And over the last 9 years, he has been so faithful to pick up every single piece of my heart and put it back together. It was a slow process. It's still not completely whole, but he can do it for you because he did it for me. If this video encouraged you, like this video, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and I will talk to you down in the comments.